Hey, yes, it's Cuthy and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, as you know, a couple of months ago I buzzed off my hair, I bit the bullet and buzzed it all off, and this is because all the barbers were shut and we didn't know how long it was going to be until they were open, basically. And plus, I wanted a bit of a change and see how it looked on me. So yeah, today I'm going to tell you about what I've been doing, to grow it back out, because I wanted to grow it back out, and just tell you how I've done it, really. So yeah, does that sound good? I think it does. So let's get straight into today's video, shall we? Okay, so these tips, well, what I've done is it's pretty easy. It's been pretty easy, to be fair. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, but no. It's actually fairly easy. So yeah, so this is when I first done it about a couple of months ago now. So every day when I've got a shower, for the first couple of weeks ish, I was washing my hair and conditioning my hair once every 3 days, and this is because I generally couldn't feel a difference. I generally couldn't really feel any itching, couldn't see any different. When I was looking in the mirror, I couldn't see any difference with the hair. So I thought, what, I'm gonna I'm just gonna keep on doing it every 3 days, and plus, when you wash your hair, no matter what length it is, it's gonna dry out your scalp, and dry out your skin and whatnot, and dry out the hair itself. And when you've cut your hair, it's fresh hair, but because it's buzz cut, it's really short hair, you don't want to be drying out that hair too quickly. So yeah, and plus when you wash your hair, it dries it out anyway. So yeah, I was washing it every 3 days ish. With a hiccup, I've just had my lunch, so yeah, I can still feel like getting digested. But anyway, especially what I'm trying to say is a buzz cut is going to leave it a lot more vulnerable to more damage. Yeah, moving on. And then when I then got out of the shower, I basically just whizzed it all with cold air, and it literally took about 30 odd seconds. There was absolutely no need to use hot air, because it was just pointless. I was just going to dry my hair out, or well, potentially dry my hair out. I would have used the heat protectant, as I've mentioned in previous videos, but yeah, I was going to be drying my hair out, so I switched over with cold air, and I was doing that for a good 4 weeks. And to be fair, I'm still doing it now. I'm still using cold air when I've been drying my hair. So yeah, and plus you're not going to be damaging your hair at all using cold air. So that was a really good thing about it. Then as I've grown out more, after about a month, I still haven't really need to alter how much I've washed my hair, because just the way my hair is, we're all different. So you need to wash it every day or every couple of days, but for me it was every 3 days. Still is now. I said so yeah, every 3 days. Oh yeah, and as I'm talking, by the way, I'll keep on popping up photos of myself, because I've taken a fair few photos too, so you'll be able to see a bit of a transformation over the past 8 weeks, 2 months, 6 weeks maybe. I don't actually know. Okay, and then come up to more recent times, what I've done is, as I've noticed it grow a little bit more, what I've done is basically not using any product still, but I've basically, when I've dried it, I've just ruffled it up, put a bit of texture into it, and that's just it's been fine. Then put a bit of texture into it, no product still, and yeah, it's just gave it a nice look, as I've noticed it grow a lot more, well, a little bit more. And then finally, up to these recent weeks, and this past week, not recent weeks, sorry, with the recent weeks when I was just roughing up and giving a bit of texture into it, but this past week, it's just grown just long enough now for me to just sweep it over. And because as before I buzzed it off, I was it was a lot longer, obviously, and I was sweeping it over, and I had this parting here. And what I was this is going way off quite a bit off subject, but when I was styling my hair a few weeks before I buzzed it all off, I was styling it in the other direction, but then I noticed it sat even better in this other direction, sweeping it from my right to my left. So yeah, but anyway, I've noticed it, you know, just be long enough so I could just sweep it over, and I haven't used any products. Well, I've used product once just to see how it looks really, but right now that there's nothing in it. So yeah, when I do add products in, it's going to look better in holes, better as well. So yeah, and also I've been wearing a snapback as well. Not because you know, I'm covering me buzz cut or covering the buzz cut or anything like that, because I didn't like it. I didn't mind it. I just like the snapback. So yeah, that's all I was really doing. So yeah, now I can do that nicely, and I really enjoy it, and it gives it a smart look, and you know, it's mixing it all up again, isn't it? So yeah, that was my like story of, you know, of how I've grown out my buzz cut. Okay, now to conclude it, what to do about the back and sides? Well, as you already know, you know, I've already told you about, you know, like trimming it up around here, you know, the little edges around here, the bottom of your neck, any like stray hairs or any like hairs that aren't going to look good and make it look untidy. Just tidy all that up. All I do is, if you're new to this channel, all I do is just get a razor, wet it, and then just simply do like a wet shave around the edges where any stray hairs or anything like that are. But yeah, so to conclude, what to do about the back and sides, right? So here, what I've noted down is, right, this is always going to be tricky with the barbers being shut, you know, the salons and barbers being shut. So you've got two options here. You can either just keep strong with it and just let it grow. Obviously, it's going to hit an awkward stage at some point. Just be strong with it and just let it grow. Or you can either do it yourself, you know, razor it yourself, or you can get someone else to do it, you know, a friend or a family member to do it for you. You might think, oh, I can't trust anyone else to do it, or you might be scared of messing up yourself. What I've been doing is I've actually been doing it myself, and I've been thinking of ways to do, you know, like a tutorial on it, because I think it would be pretty handy, you know, if you know, knowing how to do that skill of you know, trimming up your own hair and cleaning up your own back and sides. So I'm thinking of doing a YouTube video on it. I just don't know how I'm going to set it up or anything like that. I'll have to. I'm still thinking about how I'm going to do it. So I've got no actual plans as of yet to do it, but bear with me and let me think about it. And plus, you know, it gives you an extra. It gives you an extra skill of how to do it as well, doesn't it? You know, if you're trimming up your own back and sides, but also it does take a lot of time and effort and patience. So if you're going to do it, and you know you don't want to wait for me to plan a tutorial on it. Obviously, there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube already, but if you're going to do it, don't rush it, because if you rush it, you're bound to mess it up, and you don't want that, do you? And then if you mess it up, you've either got to wait to grow out again, or you've got to wait to get down to your barbers until they're open, or you're going to have to wear a hat or something, you know, to cover it, or you'll have to just shave it all off. So, but obviously it's your choice. So yeah, so if you're going to do it, watch a few YouTube tutorials first, and then make sure you're not in a rush before you do it, because yeah, then you might mess it up. There's a good chance you'll mess it up. You might not, but there's a good chance you will do. So yeah, so it's either being strong about it and letting it grow out, go for that awkward stage and letting it grow out, or you just get someone else to do it, or yourself. But it's a lot easier to do them little bits there, you know, a good little tidy up. So yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Trying to keep it as informative as possible. Hope you enjoyed my birthday vlog as well. I enjoyed that. It was a longish day, but it was really good and really fun to do. What else is there? My phone keeps on flipping to the side, so I'm like trying to flip it back again. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, and also if you want to keep a buzz cut, you might want to keep a buzz cut. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, I'll link my latest podcast and everything down below. I've just uploaded a new mini mix that was really enjoyable. Basically, what I'm doing is just winging it off the top of my head. You know, turn on the virtual decks on my laptop and just winging it, and then just trying to mix up and mash up all the styles as much as I can do in a much shorter mix. So in a mini mix, it's really enjoyable. And also, I've ordered a mic. which will hopefully be here at the end of the week, hopefully in time to record the podcast. So hopefully that's going to make my voice sound a lot better when I'm recording the podcast, because this sounds really echoey, you know, since I've been talking through into the built-in mic on my laptop. So yeah, I'm going to round that off for now. I'll link down the latest podcast down below, and there will be a link to my previous video at the end of this video. Hope you're all keeping well, like and subscribe, and that'd be amazing. And I will see you in the next video. Don't know what it is yet, but whatever it is, I'll see you in the next video. Yeah, in a bit.